Hello, everyone, and welcome to Crossing Kin in the Crossing Kin Garage. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Randy, and we are so excited. This is, again, all of our series are really, we like them a lot, but I have to say, this reimagining of a classic film called Let's Recast It has got to be one of my favorite exercises.
Honestly, and today we're doing a movie. This is what we made Recast It for.
It is. It
We've
really
been
is.
working our way towards this movie. We wanted to get a few under our belt, figure out our process before we tackled this film.
Number one, we never want to see this film remade.
Don't you dare.
This is, however,
revive it on Broadway all you want.
But it has been. The Music Man, starring Robert Preston and Shirley Jones, was one of the classic, great musicals.
Movie
I mean, it started on Broadway.
I think it was like number 2 on our top 10 musicals list. I'll tag that. It was up there.
Yeah, and hey, I mean, anything Hugh Jackman would do.
It got revived on Broadway very recently with Hugh Jackman. But yes, I do remember
Matthew Broderick.
Yes, and it was terrible.
Now wait, I want to defend that just a little bit.
He was not a good cast as Harold Hill.
He did the very best that he could do. You know, I mean, it was Inspector Gadget does the Music Man.
But he was not a good Harold Hill.
I agree. I will concur.
However, wasn't a terrible Marion.
The rest of the cast, you know, they redeemed themselves. It wasn't a great remake. It just really wasn't.
They also didn't have the budget. It was made for TV.
That was my next statement. I think it was made for TV. But we would prefer this go down in the annals of classic Hollywood and never, ever, ever be remade again.
You can do it on Broadway all you want. Do a pro shot if you wish, but please don't make another film of it, Hollywood. Leave The Music Man in its original perfection.
Oops.
With Robert Preston and Shirley Jones.
Otherwise, we got trouble, my friends.
I will start if you don't mind.
Please tell us which characters, first of all, we're going to recast.
We're going to be doing Harold Hill, Marion Peru, Marcellus, Eula Lee Shin, Mare Shin, and Mama Peru.
Okay.
You got everybody?
I got everybody, and I've got an extra.
You've got an extra?
I've got an extra that you are going to love.
Oh, now I'm afraid.
Do not be afraid.
Let us start.
We don't have that crazy sorting hat thing here. There's no reason to be afraid today.
Let us start with
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in the table. Sorry. I've always wanted to play this role. I really, honestly, I always have wanted to play Professor Harold Hill.
Down the list, we'll talk a little bit about that here in a minute. But speaking of Harold Hill, he was originally played by the immaculate Robert Preston. This man was Broadway and TV, film musical royalty, was he not?
He was, and he even did a sci-fi film. I can't remember the actor. He was an alien in a pretty decent sci-fi film. So it was one of the last roles that he did. He did Victor Victoria with
Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews and James Garner was in that film as well.
He also did Mame with Lucille Ball. He was the redeeming part of that movie.
But the cool thing is he's really not got that good of a singing voice.
Yeah, he sings.
He sings, and he defines talk singing.
Yes.
We can't say enough about Robert Preston. He is a great Broadway actor.
Yes, he is. Now, before we get on to whom I've cast as Harold Hill, I am going to tell y'all this. I made a rule with the Music Man that if the actor had played Harold Hill or any actor had played a part in a version of the Music Man, they were not allowed to be used in the Recast It.
Cannot use Hugh Jackman.
Dad, I took away one of Dad's musical go-tos.
Sad day.
But I'm certain he was able to find one, but we're going to do mine first.
I have surprises galore. I cannot wait. We ought to call this the React. This ought to be the React. Let's recast it, because this is going to be classic YouTube TV.
Don't think I told you everybody I cast.
No, you gave me an idea.
This is one of the first ones where we're going in a little bit blind about who each other has cast. So for my Harold Hill, I have cast Colin O'Donoghue. He is best known for playing Captain Hook in Once Upon a Time. He has a great singing voice, but I think he could manage the talk singing just fine. The man is handsome as all get outs. I have very little doubt he could play the con man that is Harold Hill, but also he exudes charm. And while yes, he has a lovely singing voice, I think he would be able to carry on the con artist bit as well. So yeah, Colin O'Donoghue. Also, he kind of does look. Oh, he's got a Robert Preston vibe in his look. So I think Colin would be excellent.
I think you're typecasting just a little bit based on the fact that he played a pirate in Once
Yes.
Upon a Time.
Okay, you are the king of typecasting. I guess.
I'm just making the comment. I will concur. I am the king of typecasting, except for this.
Okay. Who
Are
you?
you ready?
Okay.
Professor Harold Hill by Jason Sudeikis. Again, react time. Yes, I have. What's the show?
Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I have Ted Lasso playing Professor Harold Hill. Think about it. He is extremely charming in his own way.
Very charming.
He could definitely, he sold himself. Ted Lasso is a great, great show that shows Jason Sudeikis in, I think, really his acting prime. I really only know Jason Sudeikis from Ted Lasso,
And
but
clips.
I think, and clips. But I really think he could pull this off. It might be a little bit more of a stretch. I've never heard him sing, but he doesn't have to sing.
He's got not a great but a middling singing voice. He does a little singing on Ted Lasso. You're not to that episode yet, but I don't know. I'm just having a hard time picturing it.
I told you this is going to be the react. Let's recast it.
I'm having a hard time picturing
All
it.
of mine are going to be like this. Just get ready. This will be going some more as we go.
Okay, moving on. We have Marianne Peru originally played by Shirley Jones. She was Partridge Family, yes?
She was the Partridge Family.
As well as Oklahoma.
Right. Oklahoma was her screen debut. Shirley Jones.
She too was musical royalty.
I just cannot say enough. When she transitioned to the Partridge Family, she really reinvented herself, going from Marianne Peru and her role in Oklahoma, going from the heroine to the mom, and she did it beautifully. Partly because one of her own children were in the Partridge Family.
Okay,
so it's one of those. She is just this 50s, 60s classic, just Shirley Jones. Beautiful lady, great actress.
We love Shirley Jones. Now, let me preface my pick with saying I know that she has some singing ability. I'm not 1,000% certain she has Shirley Jones's singing ability.
Right.
So I think she would maybe need to be dubbed, but I don't think this actress would mind being dubbed. And I do know she can carry a tune because she's had to sing in several of her other roles.
Gotcha.
I've picked Rose McIver. She played Tinkerbell in Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
So she already has a great dynamic with Colin. She has been on Ghosts with CBS for the last nearly decade, I think.
Yeah.
And she is so good and so charming, but I can 1,000% see her with the uptight little bun, walking around, ignoring Colin, and then just being swayed into the fun. And I can 1,000% see her do the, if you don't mind my saying, the back and forth that she has with her mom. Being in love. Is that what that one's called?
I don't remember.
I think it's called Being in Love. Somebody being in love with me. Yes, okay. It's Being in Love. Again, I don't know if she has quite the soprano of Shirley Jones, but she has the right look. She's kind of a shorty, so she's got the right build. And she has some singing ability. Again, she might need to be dubbed for some of the higher parts on like Goodnight My Someone. But other than Goodnight My Someone and that part that's mixed with Lida Rose, I don't think she has too many soprano notes that she has to hit. She was an amazing Tinkerbell once upon a time. And like I said, because she and Colin have already worked decently close together, I think she would be fantastic.
Do we continue with a Once alumni on the rest of your recast?
No.
Okay, just double checking.
She was my last answer.
You ready to brace for impact?
I'm scared.
My Mary, Zooey Deschanel.
Okay. I'm better with that.
She's a singer. She's an actress. She's about the right same age to be a Jason Sudeikis kind of counterpart. And I think this would be a role that would be unusual for her
Yeah.
because she usually plays quirky, kind of out of the box, and
And
this would be more of a standard,
she'd have to be more subdued.
at least to begin with.
At least to
Yes.
begin with.
Yeah.
She could break out her zany and the shapoopy bit, but
Exactly. I mean, Zoe, I think she is one of the most underrated
Zoe.
musician and actresses
Mhm.
out there. I love her music. It's he, she, in
Him, her.
him, her band. I think that's correct. Please let us know. But she's got some great music. She has the musical chops to pull this off.
Uh-huh.
I just think Zoe and Jason's back and forth
Mhm.
would be classic.
I'm a little more sold on Zoe than I am Jason.
I'm going to win you over on Jason.
I'm still not sure on him, but
Still in shock. I see it.
would we dye her hair blonde or would you let her?
No, I just leave her brunette. I mean, the hair color. Even Shirley Jones was a kind of a more sandy,
Sandy
darker,
blonde, yeah.
darker blonde
Dirty
in this
blonde.
role, dirty blonde in this one. So
yeah,
all right,
I don't mind that one so much. It's still
your approval means so much.
Up next, we have Marcellus, originally played by Buddy Hackett. Tennessee from Herbie, yes?
Yes,
Love
I cannot tell you. My generation knew Buddy Hackett
I love
as
Buddy
not
Hackett.
only a actor but a stand-up comedian who you had to probably be 18 and over to go to see
He
his
was on Hollywood
stand-up.
Squares for a
He
little
was
bit.
on Hollywood Squares for a little. He was everywhere for a little bit. The original Love Bug. He was Tennessee Steinmetz, I think is what his last name was.
Yes.
Buddy Hackett is this. He is always the second fiddle role.
But he plays it so well.
And he does it so well. Shapoopy in this thing is one of those earworms that once you hear it, you're like, okay, I can't remember any of the other obviously stop any of the other songs in the film. So Buddy Hackett is he's long been gone. He also voiced one of the Little Mermaid characters, the bird.
Scuttle?
He was
That's
Scuttle's voice.
Buddy Hackett?
Yeah, he was Scuttle's original voice. Yes.
Dare they make Buddy Hackett sing badly?
No, anyway, but it takes a great actor and a great vocalist.
He
Yes, I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's correct. Buddy Hackett. Who you got?
I've got someone that we've put in pretty much, I think he's been in every Recast It musical that we've done, going all the way back to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Wow.
Jack Black. We keep casting him. He's becoming my version of Hugh Jackman, but Jack Black would be able to do this. He's got such a sweet charisma. If he can basically combine his Jumanji personality with his personality from The Holiday into one character, I can see him doing Shapoopy.
He's cool to rock Jack Black.
Yes.
High infidelity Jack Black.
High fidelity.
Okay, high fidelity. Those films
Less
were
swearing.
Yeah, well,
but shave his beard, cut his hair just a little bit, clean him up just a little.
I don't know that you'd even have to do that. I mean, especially in a recast it type situation with the characters are you going to have Colin get rid of his growth?
Scrub.
Okay, all right. I'm just
good. Period.
I agree. This is a great cast.
I think Jack Black as Marcellus would rock the world.
Mine's better.
Oh dear.
Are you ready?
No.
Dan Fogler.
Who?
Dan Fogler. Most recently, we saw him as a bad guy nurse. I can't believe you don't know this. Yes, Jacob from Fantastic Beasts.
Gosh,
again,
scary.
react. This is worth the price. Dan Fogler. Dan Fogler.
Sorry.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts. What was that John Grisham thing?
The Rainmaker.
Rainmaker. Yes, the television show Rainmaker, which also has a once tie-in.
Lana. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lana was in that. So Dan Fogler, he showed. I mean, he was just so precious in the Fantastic Beasts.
Person.
Absolutely wonderful in Fantastic Beasts. And he shows the dark side of his acting abilities in the Rainmaker TV show.
Biggest 180. It made me so sad.
Right. I think he would be a wonderful Marcellus.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so sorry it took me a minute to get to him. I did.
Her apologies to Potterheads everywhere.
I didn't know the actor's name. So, but yes, Jacob, Dan Fogler, yes, I love him as Marcellus. Fantastic. Okay.
Yep, good.
Moving right along.
Do you think mine's better than Jack Black, though? I don't know. I think they're equal.
Okay, moving right along. We're up to Eula Eulalie. It's a weird name, guys. Eulalie Shin, originally played by Hermione Gringold. She was also kind of a standard in musicals and old movies.
It's a supporting role.
Bless her heart, she played this same character
Over and over and over.
I want so badly to see her be like the nice mother, not the busybody queen bee of the town.
I don't know that it was in her repertoire.
I don't think it was either, but she does her role as the town biddy pretty well.
This is that character who is so over the top, so controlling, so manipulative, but so easily manipulated by Professor Harold Hill
Mm-hmm.
that it is just delicious in how she portrays it. Great job.
She's very uppity, very prissy, thinks she's better than everybody
Absolutely.
else.
And she has a group of sycophants who follow her everywhere. So,
Yes.
but
All right.
who do you have?
Meryl Streep.
I could see that. That's a good casting.
I recently watched her in The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, because the second one should be
Yes.
in theaters
Some
now or
girls
very
at
close.
work were giving me grief about having never seen it. So
Movie.
a couple of months ago, I went and I watched it, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved every last bit of it. But this was probably one of those roles where I'm like, holy crap, I really liked Meryl Streep in this. And Meryl is not one of my favorite actresses, but she owned Miranda in that role, and I think she would own Eulalie as well. I can see her being uppity and like the one of the lines she has in Mamma Mia when she's talking to her friends. I grew up like I'm like, there's Eulalie. There's Eulalie.
Anyway, I think that's a great casting. I think you've nailed it on the head. I don't know that mine is as good as that, but I think you will find mine very interesting.
Okay, who you got?
My Mrs. Mayor, because I'm not even going to try and say the woman's name.
Eulalie.
Okay, Emma Thompson. Okay, we've gone from who to well, every reaction in the book here. This is what I was looking forward to. I love her too.
Because I've more recently seen her in the Matilda musical on Netflix. That combined with her Saving Mr. Banks
Mhm.
bit, like if you put those two roles together, you've got Eulalie.
Well, I mean, she just has this range.
Mhm.
I've seen her
I love her.
in everything from being very quirky in Harry Potter,
And
you
Nanny
know,
McPhee.
and Nanny McPhee to just being just being a straight actress.
In Saving
To
Mr.
be
Banks.
oh, what a great film.
Love Saving Mr. Banks.
We'll have to go there a different time, but it's I just think she's versatile. I like yours better, but I think I would like to see her in this role specifically, and I think she would play very well off of the person I have selected as the mayor.
Well, we're moving on to Mr. Mayor.
Speaking of,
Now, before we go into Mr. Mayor, we're going to talk about something. Daddy's high school did the Music Man when he was in high school.
No.
Told
We
me
never did.
multiple times
We
that
never
you
did the music.
refused to play the mayor. They offered you the role of the mayor, and you refused to play him.
Okay, let me qualify something. We never did the Music Man. We wanted to. The choir director at the time wanted to do it, but he had played Harold Hill before himself. He wanted me to be the mayor, and I was like, no, thanks to Mr. Bradley, the creative, he and Mr. Branch, incredible. Love him, great mentors. We just never pulled the trigger, and I'm kind of thankful we didn't
because you would have gotten stuck being the mayor.
I would have got stuck being the mayor because I like to say yes, I'll do whatever you need me to do, kind of thing.
Mayor Shin, originally played by Paul Ford. I'll admit I don't know this actor.
Paul Ford had a lot of minor roles, but when you see him, he's kind of like the sheriff in Bringing Up Baby. You're like, oh, dude, that's him. That kind of thing.
I feel like I've seen him play opposite Hermione
Gringold.
Gingold. There was no R.
Okay, sorry.
Before. I feel like they partnered at least more than once.
We'll have to chat GPT that or something. See what's going on there. Kristen doesn't like it. I have, discovered it recently.
Anyway, we're not talking about AI today.
But we digress.
So, okay. My Mayor Shin is probably my most out of the box cast. And let me preface this by saying this actor is rather young, so we would have to make him up a little bit. But I think if we put a little gray in his hair he would be absolutely perfect. And I can attest that he does have a great voice, even if all he does is four score and seven, and that's it. I have cast Jordan Walker Ross, best known as Little James from The Chosen.
Wow.
I think he would bring
Okay.
a lovableness to Mr. Shin, to Mayor Shin, excuse me. I think that I know he has scoliosis. I don't know how much if he needs the stick that he uses on the Chosen, but if he did need the stick, we could always just give the mayor a nice little cane,
I
and
don't know
it would
that you'd
be.
have to age him up that much either.
He's
I think,
Katie's age,
well,
so
still, yeah. I mean, you just have a young mayor. I
yeah.
mean, cotton picking.
Well, the person I've cast as uh,
Oh, I
uh
see.
yeah, I cast Meryl Streep as Mrs.
Yeah, so
So
you'd have to age him
I'd
up
have to
some.
age him up
Yeah,
so it
you'd
didn't
have to
look
age him.
too weird. But
Yeah.
there's no affection between them. They never act like they like each other very much. No.
Woman! I think that's kind
Watch
of his attitude at one point. Yeah.
oh, what's his phrase? Watch your it's not watch your vocabulary.
I know what you're saying.
Phraseology.
Phraseology.
Watch your
Watch your
phraseology.
phraseology.
But I can see Jordan is one of the most lovable characters in The Chosen. Little
Oh,
James, he brings such a warmth and he's the group cinnamon roll.
I don't know exactly what that means.
It means
Kristen's
he's
explained
the
it before, but
lovable he is the lovable character that you never want to see get hurt, but he always seems to be the one that is hurt.
okay. Not
Um
sure how that's a cinnamon roll, but I mean,
it's a writing trope. It's
just
okay. Just but anyway, I think he would be able to, bless you, bring
thank you.
that lovable nature into Mayor Shin and his high strung ways. I just I can see it and it gives me joy.
That I agree. That would be a good casting. I agree. You'd have to age him up to pair him with Meryl Streep.
Hmm.
Let me come to you at an angle from where I got to my guy.
Oh boy.
My original choice was Will Ferrell. And that's the reason why. I'm not a huge Will Ferrell fan, but his buddy in a lot of his films, I do really, really love. John C. Riley.
He's in Chicago.
Yes,
He sings Mr. Cellophane.
John C.
He's
Riley.
also in Guardians of the
He
Galaxy.
is also in Talladega Nights with Will Ferrell, The Legend of Ricky Bobby. He's also, I think, in a movie called Twins with Will Ferrell. He is this character that really has never been an A-lister,
Cellophane,
but he's
Mr.
also
Cellophane.
always been a supporting role that is a meaty, meaningful supporting role.
And he has an alarmingly good singing voice. He
Well, I mean,
owns Mr. Cellophane.
Mayor Shin doesn't have to sing, but he could carry off the sing-songy
Yeah,
aspects
of
of
him. Yeah.
Fourscore and everything
Years
like
ago.
that. And I think he would be. I think he could pull this role off. I
think
actually
he
like
can.
him a little better than I do yours, but
Mhm.
I mean, it's okay. But I like John C. And to my knowledge, never cast him in anything.
No, we haven't.
John C. Riley. I like him a lot. I think he would make a great mayor.
I like him. I like that casting. I'd completely forgotten about him, which is very sad for me. But Mr. Cellophane,
It's great. Yeah,
bless his heart.
yeah.
I love him. Okay, last cast, last person.
For you.
For me, I guess. We have Mama Peru, originally played by Pert Kelton. Again, she's one of those actresses that I feel like if I see her somewhere else, I know that's Mama Peru.
Yeah.
But we're the Leonardo meme.
Exactly.
But I love Mama Peru. She's such a wonderful meddler.
And she's Irish.
And she's Irish as the day is long.
She is precious in this.
I love
Precious
Mama Peru.
in
Mama
this.
Peru gives me joy. So my cast is the reason I laughed earlier. I have cast Emma Thompson as Mama Peru.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Because I'm bringing more of the Mrs. Potts aspect
Mhm,
from her
mhm.
because she played Mrs. Potts in the live action Beauty and the Beast. I know for a fact she can do the accents because she's done
British anyway, isn't she?
Well, she's British anyway. She's done Scottish for Brave. Because she was Queen Eleanor in Brave, but I've heard her do other accents. I think I've heard her do an Irish burr before, so I have no doubt she could do Mama Peru, and I think she could do Mama's singing. Mama's singing is not melodious.
It doesn't have to be.
But it doesn't have to
It's
be. And I
another
think
one of
she
those
would.
spoken
I think she would
songs.
have fun with with Mama. I think she would have fun with Mama Peru, and I can see her in like this wig of big bright orange frizzy hair and just go to town with it. I think she would have so much fun with it.
I'm glad you mentioned big, frizzy, bright orange hair
Oh,
because my Mama Peru,
you cast Lily Tomlin, didn't
I
you?
did not cast Lily Tomlin. I cast Susan Sarandon.
She was the witch in Enchanted.
Okay. Yes. Yes. She was the witch in
Narcissa.
Enchanted. She was also Rocky Horror Picture Show fame. Qualified. We've never sat and watched the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I've seen
We
the video
know
for Time Warp.
we
That's
know
it.
the iconic things from it. We've never watched it. Now, make your own judgment on that.
Never seen it. Don't wanna.
But
I
kind of like to just to say
I
I've
like
seen it. But
Time Warp, and that's it.
regardless, Susan Sarandon,
She
I
was
think
Janet.
she was Janet. Yeah.
Oh,
Already I think she was in Clue as well.
wasn't she Mrs. Scarlet?
Yes, she was Mrs. Scarlet in Clue. She has this just incredible filmography. Has been in Hollywood forever. She's about the right age now to
Mhm.
be able to play the mother of someone Zoe Deschanel's age. Um, and I mean, we didn't cast the Ronnie Howard character because that's
We
just a
don't.
little bit weird.
We kind of have made it a tradition. We don't cast the kids.
But that was just a little bit that age dynamic between the brother and sister just a little weird. So we didn't cast that. But Susan Sarandon, I just think she's an exquisite actress. I think she could pull off the Irish accent.
Mhm.
I've never seen her do accents to that extent, but I think she would be just automatically a natural scene stealer almost to a certain extent, which the lady who plays
Mama
Mama
was.
Peru
Mama
does. Every
absolutely
time she's
was.
on the screen, it's just like she sucks up everything from Robert Preston and
Shirley Jones.
Shirley Jones. Thank you. See, what's your
You're
name?
good. You're good.
But anyway, so I mean that is one of those. I think Susan Sarandon would be a very very good pick.
All
Any
right.
surprises? What's the big surprise? I didn't share
Can I
any of these with
guess?
her.
Can I guess what the extra you've cast
What is
is?
it?
I think you're casting the school board, and I think you've cast Home Free.
Wow, you're so good. The school board from the Music Man was originally done by a barbershop quartet. The prime barbershop,
Buffalo Bills.
the Buffalo Bills, the prime barbershop quartet. I've sung in a barbershop quartet. My dad was a barber. I mean, draw your own conjecture there. We had a barbershop quartet in high school. Shout out to Ben and Mark and Mark. We just, I love that kind of music. At one time I was a member of the Society for the Preservation of Barbershop Quartet Singing in America. SPEBSQUESA is what it's called. And so, you heard it here first. Anyway, Barbershop Quartet carries this film. They are kind of the storytellers as you go all the wrong way through.
Constantly getting distracted by Harold Hill.
Lida Rose is one of the absolute best barbershop songs ever recorded, written. And yes,
Good night, lady.
I cast Home Free in the
I
role.
love you.
And so it's Home Free, if you don't know who they are an Americana type band. I wouldn't put them in country. I wouldn't put them in pop. They're Americana by their nature.
They're
And
my favorite band.
they're an a cappella band that in our opinion, we like them better than Pentatonics right now.
Very much. Most recently, they released an album called Challenge the Sea. It's basically a sea shanty album, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it includes the record of Edmund Fitzgerald, and the video for that we highly, highly recommend. Perhaps you can link that in the comments. So, but anyway, I've cast Home Free as the Buffalo Bills as the school board.
There are 5 of them, so who's getting left out?
There's only 4.
There are 5 members of Home Free.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, you don't need a beatboxer and he's the originator of the band.
Yes,
So, I
he's
mean,
the founder.
he's the founder of the band. Sorry, Adam. We just love Home Free so much
do.
that it would be really, really cool to see them sashay through this little town that Robert Preston is taking to the cleaners until he falls in love. And that, as they say, is the rest of the story. We love
We
the
love the
Music
Music
Man.
Man.
I'd love to see a pro shot of Hugh Jackman doing it.
I
Um,
don't think we're gonna get that.
and that's fine. Hollywood, please. I mean, as
Don't touch
tempting
it.
as it is
Don't touch it.
to do it, even with someone of Hugh Jackman's talent,
Keep your hands off it.
just don't.
No
I mean,
touchy.
let it be the classic that it is. Just imagine, based on our casting
Mix
or
our
some
casts.
combination of our cast.
I was about to
Exactly.
say
Some combination of
your
our
bear
casting.
probably goes better with my misses.
That's true. That is very true.
But anyway, that is our cast. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know who you would put. Were we way off the mark or did we hit it right on the head?
And what movies would you choose? They
Yeah.
don't have to be musicals.
Give
Any
us ideas
film.
for future recast it. If it's a movie we've not seen, trust me when I tell you, Daddy and I will watch something if you guys recommend it to us. And if we think it's worthy of a recast, we might do so. We've got
Also,
tons of recast it's coming along this year,
right.
so
Go back and check out the Recast It folder on our
or
YouTube
I'll link
channel.
it at the
And
end.
we recently came through our 100th video.
Mm-hmm.
We thank you for allowing us to come into your garage and be a part of your family as we welcome you into our garage and be a part of our family. We love getting to do this. Please tell your friends, family members, and even your enemies. We don't care who watches us. We just like to get more subscribers and more views each week. We don't plan on ever going viral. We're just a father and daughter
It'd be
getting the
fun if we did, though.
well, yeah, we're just a father and daughter who love to spend time with each other, talking about things that really, honestly, don't matter a hill of beans. But that's what our garage is filled with. So that's why we bring you Crossing Ken every other week.
And we will see you in 2 weeks with another new video. And until then, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Randy telling you, you're always family here in the Crossing Ken garage. Later.